Hi everyone, I hope you're all okay. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make some brownies. Yum yum. I'm really looking forward to these, I hope you are. But today I'm going to put a surprise ingredient in my brownies and see if you can guess what it is as I run through the list of ingredients that you will need. See if you can spot something that doesn't normally belong in a brownie. So your ingredients, you will need 50 grams of cocoa powder to make your brownies lovely and chocolatey. You will need 100 grams of self-raising flour. You will need 100 grams of butter or margarine, and I suggest, if you have got it, some low-fat spread, because that will make them less calorific than they are. Then you need 125 grams of light brown sugar. If you haven't got light brown sugar, you can just use any white sugar, that will be fine. 2 eggs, a dash of vanilla essence if you have it. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter. And a sweet potato. So, did you spot the ingredient that doesn't normally live in a brownie? Sweet potato. Really? Well, I promise you, you will not even know it's there, but it'll add extra nutrients to your brownie. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself a chopping board, a peeler and a knife, and you need to make sure you wash your hands. So I've already washed my hands ready. I'll wash them with some antibacterial soap and some hot water for about 30 seconds to make sure they're nice and clean. And then you're ready to go. You will also need a bowl. I've got my bowl here ready to measure out the rest of my ingredients. You'll need some scales to weigh your ingredients, and you'll need a saucepan so you can boil your sweet potato. So the first thing then you need to do, with the help of an adult or the supervision of an adult, is you need to peel your potato. Now when you hold your peeler, you always peel away from you because the blade of the peeler is sharp. So you peel away like so. Don't worry if you don't get the top of it done to start with, because you can turn it round and then you can peel the top of it afterwards. So peel it all, then turn it round. We're going to peel this bit, get all of the skin off. We don't want any of the skin. It's quite hard on a sweet potato. Look at the colour of that sweet potato inside. It's beautiful, isn't it? Nice and orange. Oh, there we go. Tough bit there. There we go. So I'm just going to move all the potato peelings to the side. We don't put those on our chopping board while we're chopping our potato, do we? And then we've got 2 knife holds that we use. We've got the claw, which keeps all of these fingers safe and your thumb tucked away. And we've got the bridge, where you slice in between your bridge to keep these fingers safe and your thumb safe. So to start with, we're going to cut the potato in half. And I'm just seeing if you can see I've made a bridge. So I'm going to chop it in half. Oh, that was hard work. Then I'm going to use my claw and I'm going to slice down my potato. And then I'm just going to slice the end off that bit because that's where the knobbly bit was on the end. Then, again using my bridge, I'm going to chop it in half. Then I'm going to spin it round and I'm going to use my bridge and chop it in half again. Do you know what it's called when you chop something into 4 equal parts? What are they called? Yeah, that's right, they're called quarters, aren't they? So you're going to do that with the whole of the potato, making sure your knife hold is correct and your fingers are safe. Once you've done that, you need to pop your potato into a pan and pop it on the stove to boil. I've got some on the stove ready boiling, so I can show you the next part of the video in a minute. So finish chopping your potato, make sure your knife stays safe, and then you're ready to move on. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to get that done, and I'll see you back. Welcome back everyone. So now I've got my sweet potato cooked in my pan. I've drained the water off And again, you'll need an adult to help you with this because the water is boiling hot. So drain your potato off, and then you're going to get a potato masher if you've got one, and you're going to mash your potato. Should be fairly easy to mash because it's ever so soft once it's been cooked. So make sure before you start mashing that the pieces are soft. So mash, mash, mash. You don't want any lumps in there. There we go. And I'm going to just tap on the side to get rid of any extra bits and pop my masher away. And there you go, you've got your mashed sweet potato. Now we're going to pop that to the side to cool while we sort the rest of our ingredients out. So let me just run through again what you need, and you just put all of this into one bowl. So you're going to put in 50 grams of cocoa powder, 100 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of butter or margarine or low-fat spread, whatever you have, 125 grams of sugar, a dash of vanilla, and 2 eggs. Then what you need to do is add the sweet potato. So let me grab a spoon so I can scoop my sweet potato out. So it all goes in the same bowl together. There we go. Let's get rid of my pan. So it looks a bit of a strange mixture at the moment, but I promise you it is absolutely fine. Then you get your electric whisk if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use your hand, but it will take a bit of elbow grease to get that going. So I'm going to put this on, which is very noisy. So bear with me for a few moments until the mixture's all combined together. So hopefully you'll be able to see as I go. Here we go. To help if I switched it on at the wall. Here we go. Start it on low, otherwise you'll have flour flying everywhere. And then as it all incorporates together, you can start to turn the speed up. Here we go. I think that will do. It's nice and quick. And let me see if I can show you the mixture. Oh, can you see that? It's actually quite shiny and it smells delicious. You'll need a tin. So I've greased and lined a tin with just some greaseproof paper or baking parchment. This tin measures about 7 inches across and it's square, but whatever you've got to bake it in. This is, I think this is a biscuit tin that I had at some point, and that works perfectly fine. So what we're going to do now is just tip our mixture into our prepared tin. As I say, you would never know that this had my secret ingredient in it, would you? And I promise you, you can't taste it either. So scrape it all out, scrape all the sides to get as much mixture out of that bowl as you can. How easy is that to do? The longest part is boiling those potatoes up. So scrape it all out. There we go. Put that bowl to the side, and then we're just going to smooth this across the bottom of our pan. Try and do it as evenly as you can, so it's not high one side and low the other side. Get it into the corners. There we go. Lovely. There we go, perfect. Can you see that? So that's now ready to go in the oven. So you bake this in the oven, let me just check, for 25 minutes on 180 degrees C. If you've got a fan oven, you might want to turn it down just a little bit to 160. And then you take it out of the oven and leave it to cool. So I'll see you again in a minute when mine is baked. Hey, welcome back. Have your brownies finished cooking? Mine have, and they smell absolutely delicious. There we go, look. Should have a nice crack on the top. That shows they're perfect brownies. So all that's left to do now is to cool them down a little bit, slice them up, and enjoy them. You can, if you want to, get some chocolate and just drizzle some chocolate across the top. But I prefer them just plain. They are delicious and they are nice when they're still a little bit warm. So enjoy your brownies and see if you can taste that sweet potato. I can't. They are absolutely delicious. I hope you've enjoyed your cooking time with me, Mrs. Hudson, and I'll see you again next time for some more. Enjoy the rest of your Wellbeing Wednesday, everyone. Bye.